نحمده ونصلي على رسوله الكريم أما بعد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. As we near the end of Ramadan, and alhamdulillah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us this opportunity to speak about this subject for the last 10 nights. That subject was how we interact, how we are encouraged to interact with different groups of people. If we wanted to summarize it, summarize all these days into one category, we can summarize it into, of course, having good character. Good character, and we began with the hadith that Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam mentioned that there is nothing more valuable, nothing better that a father can give his children or teach his children than good character, good manners. And we might think to ourselves that how easy that is, how good character, good manners, it's such a basic, elementary subject. Yet we find individuals, sometimes we ourselves might be guilty of displaying bad manners, bad character. So we just wanted to give ourselves a few more reminders on this subject. A hadith of Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said that the most beloved of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's servants are those who have good manners. Now, manners are emphasized in Islam again and again, like we mentioned, and this is because our manners, they affect each and every single one of our actions, and therefore, of course, they have far-reaching consequences. And many hadith, many of the verses in the Quran, they give us Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam's practical example, the living example of Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. وَإِنَّكَ لَعَلَىٰ خُلُقٍ عَظِيمٍ. We hear this again and again. We hear regarding Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam that وَلَوْ كُنْتَ فَضًّا غَلِيظَ الْقَلْبِ لَانْفَضُّوا مِنْ حَوْلِكَ. If Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam was an individual who was hard-hearted and strict iron fist rule, then he would not have experienced or seen anyone around him, surrounding him. And of course, we know that the Sahaba radiallahu anhum were individuals who not only surrounded Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, but when they sat around Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, it's as if though birds can simply come and land on their heads. That's how still they remained, trying to just grasp everything and anything that came out the mouth of Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. So again, good character, good manners is something that we would have assumed that all human beings would have carried this trait, this characteristic, but we find ourselves on the lacking end many a times. So giving ourselves this reminder, وَذَكِّرْ فَإِنَّ الذِّكْرَى تَنْفَعُ الْمُؤْمِنِينَ, is only beneficial. And we mentioned a few groups of people, beginning with the non-Muslims, our parents, relations between spouses, how we should behave with our own children. We went on extending that to the poor, the unfortunate. We extended that to neighbors. Even beyond human beings, Islam encourages good behavior, such as good behavior with animals. Even good behavior, good character display towards the environment. As far as that, Islam taught us everything. Islam taught us everything. And the kuffar of Makkah, they attempted to ridicule the Sahaba on some of these lessons that Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam gave the Sahaba, that what kind of a religion do you follow? What kind of a prophet do you follow? He even teaches you how to go to the restroom. how to relieve yourself. The kuffar, they thought that they could ridicule. Rather, the Sahaba radiallahu anhum took that very attempt at ridicule and made it a source of pride and honor. The Sahaba radiallahu anhum, they mentioned that, yes, most definitely, my Prophet, my deen teaches me everything, even how to relieve myself. In 2022, we could go, not in our own homes. The washrooms in our homes are probably pristine. Not a single mark on the toilet. Just go and visit the public restroom, anywhere. It could be in a 5-star luxury hotel. It could be in the finest of areas in any part of the world. Just go and visit the restroom area and we will be completely grossed out. If they did not have automatic cleaning toilets or a janitor on hand, it would have seemed like maybe some animal relieved themselves in the bathroom. Or someone dropped a bomb there. We all know what I'm talking about here. So again, Islam teaches us everything, and this is the time that we can definitely mention the staff that we have here on hand. We have to appreciate them. Abdullah, Brother Nuruddin, most definitely our shukr and gratitude towards them, we cannot mention it enough. What they do for us behind the scenes, we don't appreciate them enough. Especially during the month of Ramadan, you can see them coming here on duty 8 a.m. Abdullah, Brother Nuruddin, they probably leave after Taraweeh. They're on a 12-hour shift, 14-hour shift. And we tend to forget about them. So if we ever have that opportunity to go on a personal level, meet them, greet them, demonstrate our thanks to them, it will go a long way. It will definitely go a long way. What they're doing to make sure that the masjid is in a pristine shape, pristine condition. We know that during the month of Ramadan, the masjid sees the largest crowd. It's very busy. It's very busy. It's so busy that even Google recognizes how busy it is. You go on tawheedcenter.org and then you see that usually it tracks that, from 9 to 5 or whatever. It has, visit Google, it's very interesting that on any given day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, it tracks when people are here. And then when it's abnormally, unusually busy, the presence, it shows on Google. So during the month of Ramadan, Google is tracking us, and even Google is busy seeing that Tawheed Center and all the masjids around the whole country, around the whole world is very busy. So allowing ourselves that Man lam yashkurin nas, lam yashkurillah. That whosoever does not demonstrate gratitude towards people, then it's impossible for them to show and demonstrate shukr towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Brother Nuruddin, Brother Abdullah, the volunteers also, the staff, the board, everyone is busy trying to cater towards the musallis, allow for all of us to enjoy a very pleasant, full Ramadan. So we wanted to demonstrate thanks to each and every single individual as we near the end of Ramadan. And a few more hadith. Let's just conclude with the hadith of Anas radiallahu anhu. Anas radiallahu anhu mentions his experience that I served Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam for 10 years. And Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam never gave the slightest display of displeasure or disapproval at any given moment or time. Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam never responded to Anas radiallahu anhu saying that, Why didn't you do it like this, or why didn't you do it like that? Wow, what an amazing character display here. On a personal level, Anas radiallahu anh is mentioning his experience directly with Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam. And no wonder people flocked to Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Anas radiallahu anh gave up the opportunity, spending his time with his own parents, to go and spend time with Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Anas radiallahu anh was a young individual when he decided to do that. And Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam, he guided his community through kindness and of course encouraging the service of others. So this hadith gives us that understanding more on a private level. And we mentioned this earlier, that a few days earlier, that do we even know our own selves? Our own selves is that, do we allow for lack of a better word, do we allow ourselves to demonstrate a two-faced persona? And that is that, do we have one face that we display in the public and another face in private when we go home? Do we demonstrate a very cheerful, smiling, pleasant individual in the public, and when we go home, the family, we are some type of dictator, tyrant that the family fears? And Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said that, never be a harasser of your own family. Who is a harasser? The Sahaba radiallahu anhum asked, of their own family. Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam responded, a harasser of his own family is that when such a person arrives at home, everyone of the household, they go and hide. They hide from that individual. And when that individual leaves the home again, now everyone at home is at ease. They can breathe. So these are some reminders, first and foremost for myself, that may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala allow for good character to always prevail in the public domain and also in the private domain. And may He subhanahu wa ta'ala allow for us to demonstrate this for His sake and only for His sake. وآخر دعوانا الحمد لله رب العالمين.